To Scene 1 of the play Abraham Lincoln by K.N.Devidas. Fairbanks did go to see Lincoln the very next day with his problem. It was a very serious one. Fairbanks told Mr. Lincoln, "Mr. Lincoln, one of the most devoted workers of the Anti-Slavery Association has been charged with murder, and our enemies are determined to have him hanged. They have piled up proofs against him." Lincoln asked, "But did he really kill someone?" Fairbanks replied, "He wouldn't hurt a fly, Mr. Lincoln. If they have him hanged, it will be legal murder, but that is what they are determined to do." Lincoln said, "We'll see who is determined to do what. Tell me everything about the case. Who is the man?" It is to be noted here that Abraham Lincoln is a lawyer, and a good one at that. He wants to know everything about the case. He asked, "Who is the man accused of murder?" Fairbanks replied, "His name is DUFF Armstrong." Lincoln said, "You don't mean Jack Armstrong's son?" Fairbanks replied, "Yes, I do. He is Jack Armstrong's son." Lincoln thinks about it and said, "Then we shouldn't waste a moment. Jack was one of my best boyhood friends." Act 2, Scene 2. Early the next morning, Lincoln goes to the house of Hannah Armstrong, Duff's mother. We see here that Abraham Lincoln is really concerned about the case and he wants to help them. Lincoln tells Hannah, "Well, Aunt Hannah, what has your son been up to? Mr. Fairbanks wants me to defend him." Hannah replied, "It is very kind of you to come, Mr. Lincoln, but you know I am too poor to afford the fees of an expensive lawyer like you." Hannah is honest enough to admit that she does not have enough money to pay fees for a lawyer. But Lincoln replied, "I didn't come here for fees, Aunt Hannah. I come to gather evidence." We see here that Lincoln does not want the money. He wants justice. This shows how good Lincoln is as a person. Hannah said, "They say they have got evidence enough to hang 10 men. Lincoln replied with a sense of humor, "Let them hang as many men as they like and hang themselves too. We need not worry about that. We are interested only in Duff. And be sure, before the sun sets today, I'll have your son set free." Hannah replied, "God bless you, Mr. Lincoln." And Lincoln said, "Fairbanks, it is nearly time for the trial to start. Let's hurry up." Scene 3 is in the courtroom. Duff Armstrong is in the prisoner's dock. Allen the painter is the chief witness. The prosecution counsel is cross-examining him. The prosecution counsel said, "Mr. Allen, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?" Allen replied, "Yes, I do. I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth." "Do you know Armstrong personally?" Allen replied, "No, I don't know him personally, but I know him very well by sight." "Are you sure it was he who fought and killed Metzer on the night of the 29th of August, 1857? Allen replied, "Yes, I'm sure as I live that it was he." "Well, did you actually see him kill Metzer?" Allen replied, "Yes, I saw it with my own eyes." The prosecution counsel continued, "Good. When was the time when you saw it?" Allen replied, "I can't tell you the exact time, but it was between 12 and 1 o'clock at night."